evening, folks, and welcome back to WTV Live. We have this matchup here against the Omaha Westside Warriors against the Lincoln Southeast Knights. I'm Ryan Kelly, and alongside me here tonight's Townsend Holland. Townsend, it's great to be alongside you here tonight. We've not been together in a long time since soccer in the spring, but let's take a look at both these teams here and kind of start this pregame show off. Let's look at some key players here on the screen. We have Sinai Foster on the left and Kamora Jenkins right there. She's about to go for her warm-up shot there. We'll pass it off, but those are some key players. We'll also see Gabby Duvall, just a sophomore, behind her as well. Those are some key players for this Warrior team. Townsend, do you have anything about them?
I mean, when you look at Sinai Foster, you know, they lost Lucy Shanlau, who was their key center. They're just looking for someone to replace that role, and freshman Sinai just might be able to do that.
Yeah, you know, we're kind of replacing these players and also kind of fitting the puzzle pieces back together is definitely something that this Westside team kind of needs to do to kind of get better at this game and, you know, just continue on and continue with success, Townsend. But let's take a look here at, like, last time we saw Westside and Lincoln Southwest. I'll pull up a graphic here. This one, last time we saw it was in 2020, so a long time ago. It was 49-27, but let's take a look at kind of like our historical standing against Lincoln Southeast.
Yeah, you know, last time Lincoln Southeast beat them was 2009. I could not believe it when I heard that, but that's how it is, you know.
Yeah, we were looking at Max Preps, and it didn't go back that far, which is kind of funny. And also a little hard to find some extra stuff, but let's bring this back here now, and let's look at some more kind of key players for this Westside team. We see Elaine Wiles down there. She is a senior on this team. She's one of the key players of this team, kind of trying to build the legacy with this team because, again, there's 5 underclassmen if you look at it. That's not as good, because we kind of lost all those players last year with them graduating. But they got to just find the pieces of the puzzle there. We see all the Warriors there warming up. But now let's kind of take a look here.
You know, Elaine Wiles shot 51% from the field. She was their best shooter last year, and she's definitely going to have to lead this team as a senior.
Again, that kind of goes to her part. It's kind of like a leadership role with this team. She's kind of, you know, this team has, it's an underclass team really, 5 underclassmen and 4 upperclassmen, juniors, seniors. And, you know, they just got to get this team back on track and get some good wins and just overall get the culture back with this team. And
yeah, you know, last 2 years they went 13-11 and 12-11. So
it's not the best season, not the best records you could have asked for, but definitely you got to, you know, with these years to come now, you just kind of rebuild the team and rebuild the culture, and they can kind of do that here now. And looking at Sinai Foster, she's 6'2". She is freakishly tall, but she's definitely going to be, you know, as she grows through her Westside career, is definitely going to, you know, keep getting stronger as a player and as a member of the Westside community and just continue to grow throughout her career here at Westside.
You know, yeah, I think she could very well be a centerpiece of this team. And they got Mia Yurcevich and Nora Johnson as well, so that totals 3 freshmen. You know, as you were saying, with retooling, you know, they have the pieces and they can do that.
Yeah, well, definitely. Now let's kind of take a look here on kind of like the side for Lincoln Southeast, so we just even it up a little bit. You know, their tallest player, 6'2", she's a junior right now. So they definitely have some height advantages on this team as well, but because, you know, Sinai Foster and Nailuk Nadak can kind of go back and back there both as the.
Yeah, I think that's really going to be a matchup that we're going to want to watch today. I mean, exact same height. And yeah, Doc obviously a little older. She is a junior, but you know, I don't think these first couple of games are really going to tell who Westside is as a team. You know, you said with all those underclassmen, they're still gelling as a team. And
yeah, you know, you got to kind of get that culture back. You know, it's the first game of the year. Well, we saw them play Scott earlier, which if you looked at it on paper, like, and added up all the scores, even though they kind of even though they got rid of the score at each quarter, Westside should have won that game, and Scott's a pretty strong team, even though they're in 2 different classes. Scott's in Class B and Westside's in Class A, but this team, again, they just kind of find their alma mater in a way and kind of just get back on track.
Yeah, I mean, they went 4 seasons not too long ago where they had 20-plus wins each year, so, and Steve Clark was the guy who led that, so he can do it again. I mean, he knows how to win. He just needs the pieces for sure.
Well, we have the first game of the winter season here on the WTV Live Network. I'm Ryan Kelly. Alongside me here is Townsend Holland. We're going to take a quick break here on the WTV Live Network. When we are back, we'll be having the tip. welcome back to WTV Live. I'm Ryan Kelly. In case you missed it, alongside me here tonight is Townsend Holland. We're just awaiting the walkout of the Warriors. And we're just minutes away here from tip. You see the Omaha Westside Warriors against the Lincoln Southeast Knights. You know, kind of a historical matchup here as Westside clean sweeped them out. For the past, how many years, Townsend?
Well, they don't play them every year, but it's been since 2009. March 5th, 2009, Lincoln Southeast beat them, and they just haven't figured it out since. But
you know what we talked about. You know, looking at Lincoln right now, you know, like from like the past 4 years or so, they've been kind of growing as a team. They went from not having as many wins to continually growing to get more wins, and this year could be another year that they try to continue their success.
yeah, you know, this team 2019 to 2020, they went 1-22. Obviously, year after that, they went 4-16 and got better. As here's the penalty.
Here comes the Warriors. Let's take a look here at the.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Westside High School, the home of the Warriors for tonight's game, the Lincoln Southeast Knights and your Westside Warriors. Westside High School, Nebraska's
Ross Jernstrom doing our PA announcement of the night.
good sportsmanship by students, athletes, coaches, and spectators. We request your cooperation by supporting the participants and officials in a positive manner. Profanity, ethnic, sexist, or other intimidating comments or actions directed at officials, students, athletes, coaches, or team representatives will not be tolerated and are grounds for removal from the facility. Thank you for your cooperation and good luck to both teams. Now, please stand and remove your hats for the playing of our national anthem. Here are the starting lineups for the Lincoln Southeast girls basketball team. Number 0, a sophomore 5'4" guard, Maya Montoya. Number 4, a junior 5'9" forward, Catrice Olds. Number 11, a junior 5'8" guard, Kaya Branch. Number 24, a sophomore 5'10" forward, Caitlin Freidenberg. Number 35, a junior 6'2" forward, Nyla Dak.
it's time to play basketball here at Jim Tangdahl Court, moments away from tip. And the Warriors are led by number 1, Sanai Foster, Kimora Jenkins, Gabby Duvall, Sydney Hagan, and Elaine Wiles. And now we'll see Foster going out there to the line, as well as Naya Glock going out there for the tip.
Yeah, you know, I really do love this matchup between Foster and Doc.
Both 6'2", and here's the tip. It'll be Knights basketball to start it out with here as they bring this one down the court. And we have a shot clock now in Class A basketball. It's a new addition. We'll be seeing that here throughout the entire game.
That is definitely going to be changing how they play.
See a travel called there on the Knights, and now will be Warrior basketball to start it out for the first time here tonight. We'll see Wiles checking this one here into Jenkins.
Yeah, you know, I love this matchup too. How about two up-and-coming teams going at it to start the season? We don't really know all too much about either of them, but this should tell us something for sure tonight.
Duvall back out to Jenkins from the far corner. And will go off the iron as the Knights bring this one back down. And Hagan will try to get that one there, but it will go out of bounds. And it'll be Knights basketball.
Yeah, you know, last year this Warriors team started 11-4, dropped 7 of their final 8 though.
It's definitely not what you want. That one will go off the back glass as the Knights will rebound that one. Another shot from the far corner will go off the alley. That one is from Montoya. Shot clock at 30. Knights gonna take their time here, and a shot from outside the arc will be no good, and they'll recover it for a third time. The Warriors will steal that one there, but they'll call a push there. Not be what the Knights want here, as they third time's a charm, but not work in their favor.
And here they're gonna give it to Jenkins. You know, I think she's definitely one of the best players on the team. I mean, first in rebounds, third in rebounds, my bad, last year. First in assists and steals, so definitely a big part of this team.
As well as being a big part, she's also pretty fast, so it's another key component here. We're going to see the Knights working their way back around. Shot clock at 25. We're going to see a wide open steal there from Wiles. Wiles is going to pass back over to Hagan as she tries to work her way in there, and that one will go out of bounds and off the floor.
Hey, you know, back to Jenkins. I think she's someone who you will definitely see get the ball a lot tonight.
I can definitely agree with you that there, Townsend. Again, that speed factor. Shot clock's at 25. Knights are going to work their way around. That one will, Foster will tip that one off her hand, and it will go off of, I believe, Sanai Foster. That one will go off of Sanai Foster. It'll be Knights basketball. Shot clock now at 15. They'll keep that one running. That one will go off the back glass from Maya Montoya. The first points of the Knights. The Warriors bring this one back down now. A shot from Foster from top the key. Go off the iron.
And I'm interested to see if Foster will continue shooting those. You don't usually see the centers being willing to go out there and shoot it, but I like to see it.
See Knights basketball here. The Warriors will grab that one there as a long pass over to Duvall from Wiles. Knights going to try to steal that one there, but Wiles will recover it back out to Duvall at the far corner. Pass back over to Hagan. That one will go off the iron there. It's not what she wanted there, but Warriors, Knights will bring this one back down. there from outside the arc will be no good from Nalakdot.
There's another center just being willing to go out there and shoot. Shows how the game's kind of changing, I guess.
Battle of the centers here. And both teams right now, as we talked about, the shot clock, both teams doing a good time managing their time with the shot clock. And that shot will be good. Kaya Branch with the 3. Her first of the night. We'll see if Warriors take this one back down. Duval trying to fight her way through the paint, and that'll be
Substitutions for Lincoln Southeast.
Warriors basketball.
Number 2, Samantha Sue.
See some small substitutions made on the Knights sideline. We'll see Mir Josvic.
And number 0, Lakeland Jocelyn.
See Lakeland Jocelyn and Mir Josvic come in. Jocelyn, a junior, and Josvic, a freshman.
Now you got 2 freshmen in there. I'm interested to see with this.
I've been following. So I'm in the same grade as these freshmen here. I'm a freshman myself. Sinai Foster and Mir Josvic, both freshmen as well. Both very athletic players. And a shot there from Foster will go off the iron as Knights bring this back down. But both are very athletic, dual sport athletes.
Yeah, you know, Jurosevich, she does cross country and plays soccer as well.
Check that triple sport athletes.
That's impressive.
You know, as she continues on throughout her career, that's definitely what universities and playing at the next level really want to see, multi-sport athletes.
Yeah, especially if you're very talented in a lot of them. I mean, that's just a dream for them.
Makes you really stick out there, and the Knights will steal that one there. Almost a bit of a collision there on the course, but see this one brought back down. The Knights had a strong opening here, 5-0 so far with.
And look at that, the center.
There we go, she's back at it again, and Knights are leading here 8-0, and we'll see a timeout called by the Warriors. Right now, Townsend, I got a question for you. If you are Jim Simons, what's your next move here?
You know, if I'm Steve Clark, you know, you just gotta. This is 8-0 right now. They're playing somewhat sloppy, I would say, and just not the start that you want. Not at all. I mean.
Again, we're still pretty early, though, in the game. We're only in the first quarter with 3:39 left. There's lots of time for change here in this game. We'll be back here live after this short break. Welcome back here to Jim Tangdahl Court. It's Warriors basketball right now, but Southwest will lead right now 8-0. I'm Ryan Kelly alongside me here tonight, Townsend Holland. So far it's been a pretty good game so far. A shot from Jocelyn here, nowhere near as Knights, bit of a fight for the ball there. It'll be jump ball called. It'll be Warriors basketball.
What I've noticed so far, Jenkins, you said she's pretty fast, and I would definitely agree with that one. Kind of zooming around the court.
Definitely put some of your faster defenders on Jenkins and Jurosevich. Foster will try to work her way up through there, and that one will rattle out. Not what she wanted there, and that one will go just right out of bounds and off our camera there.
Not sure what happened there.
It'll be Warriors basketball as Jenkins checks in. Jenkins over to Jocelyn. Back out to Foster. Again, we'll go off in another attempt, and Knights will pick this one back up.
If you're the Warriors, you just need that first basket. I mean,
the first basket to get the momentum going.
Yeah, I mean, they don't have anything yet. 2:51 to go in the quarter.
See Sydney Hagan come in now for Kimora Jenkins.
And substitution for Lincoln Southeast, number 4, Keatrice Olds.
See Keatrice Olds as well come in for the Knights.
We'll see how much the offense changes without Jenkins out there.
Another missed shot there as the Knights bring this one back down. Wide open hoop will be blocked by Jocelyn.
Good hustle play right there.
I'll go off the Warriors, so it'll be Knights basketball, but definitely do not want a wide open hoop. Shot from 3, that one will go off the iron. Zirosevic brings this one back down. Shot from Hagan there from 3 will be no good. As Hagan rebounds. Out to Foster. Goes back out to Jocelyn. He works her way back in. Warriors shot clock at 23. Shot from Foster. Will be good.
Look at that ball movement right there. You love to see it if you're a Warriors fan and if you're Steve Clark, really.
Cy Foster, 1 3-pointer on the night now. Hope this gets some momentum if you're a Warrior fan. Get the ball moving here. We'll see now. Nora Johnson come in for the Warriors.
So now we have all 3 freshmen out there.
We'll see Maya Montea come out for the Knights now. A fight there for the ball, but the jump ball will be called as Southeast tries to rebound that one there, and Hagan will bring it back down for the Warriors. A long shot from Jocelyn will be good. 3 points from Lakeland Jocelyn. Second 3-pointer on the night for this Warrior team.
And that, talk about getting the momentum going. I mean, it's a 1-score game here.
Again, it's still early in this game. Both teams are not out of the game yet. Game clock at 1:07.
I mean, it certainly, in the early going, did not look good for the Westside Warriors, but just in these last like really 90 seconds, they've looked better than they've looked all game.
We'll see Jenkins come in for Mirosevic. Both 2 fast players on this Warrior team. Hagan back out to Johnson. That one will get away from Jenkins as East brings this one back down, and that one will rattle off the iron there. And 46 seconds left here in the first, Townsend.
Yeah, you know, Lincoln Southeast haven't had a winning season since 2016-17, but I definitely think this could be the year where that changes. I mean, they're just getting better every single year.
See Nia Ladoc now on charity strike. Sink her first one. The second shot will go off that front iron. Long pass over to Johnson from 3. And it's good! Freshman Nora Johnson for the 3.
Really showing themselves, at least so far. I mean, I know it's only the first quarter of the first game, but showing themselves as a 3-point team. I mean,
this Warrior team getting the ball going. It's now a tied game here, 9 apiece. As we see Jenkins bring this one down.
Warriors on a 9-1 run here. About 20 seconds to go in the first quarter.
See Wiles looking to take a shot. Will go back into the paint. Over to Jocelyn. No one will go off the iron, but Johnson will go back out to Hagen. And will be good! Sydney Hagen from the top of the key.
They are rolling now.
And that will be the end of the first quarter, Townsend. What a first quarter we've seen so far. We saw it was Lincoln Southeast basketball, but the Warriors rebounded here, kind of just rebutted and regrouped, and it's 12-9 now.
Yeah, how about closing it on a 12-1 run? I mean, how much more can you ask for?
We saw 4 3-pointers from the Warriors: Sinai Foster, Lakeland Jocelyn, Nora Johnson, and Sydney Hagen, all with threes. What a first quarter. We're going to take a quick break here on the WTV Live Network. We'll be back with more second quarter coverage. Welcome back to Jim Tangdahl Court. I'm Ryan Kelly, alongside here tonight, Townsend Holland. What a first quarter we've seen so far.
Yeah, you know, that 12-1 run to end it, like I said. But that break, you know, just might have been what Lincoln Southeast needed.
Well, now we're going to see Knights basketball here to start out. Shot from 3 there will go off the front iron. And the second attempt will be good. That'll be 12-11 now. And now we'll see Nyla Gott go back up to the charity strike here.
No good right there. Foster with the rebound.
You see now Hagen working her way into the paint there, back out to Jenkins. Jenkins from inside the paint there will rebound that one there, and a shot from Wiles from 3 will be no good.
Getting your own rebound there, I mean, that's got to make the coach happy. But no points right there.
See Montoya go for that one there, and she'll have a little bit of a limp in her step. And she'll go to the charity strike.
At the line for Southeast, Maya Montoya. Substitute for Westside, number 15, Jenna Brown.
So now Jenna Brown come in for her first appearance on the night. Jenna Brown, a senior. Montoya will go 1 for 2 on the line as Hagen brings this one back down.
Yeah, only 2 seniors on this team, you know. They're one of the younger squads in Class A.
Well, Oh, travel there from Kimura Jenkins. That'll be Knights basketball. That one is right in the paint there. And it'll be Knights basketball here as they bring it back down. We're going to see them working their way around. Shot clock at 25.
At the line for Southeast, number 4, Catrice Olds.
Now we'll see going to the line for the Knights, number 4, Catrice Olds. Her first appearance here on the line. Go off the iron.
One thing I have noticed early is that, Westside has, I don't even know if they've been to the charity stripe once, but Lincoln Southeast has plenty of times.
So looking at that, Warriors, we have 6 fouls on our team right now, and Southeast with only 2.
Really just playing undisciplined. I mean, there's no other way to put it. There's a foul.
Another foul called there. That one will go against the Knights. Knights now with 3. We'll see Jenkins on the line now. See Anna Long now come in for the Knights. As Jenkins goes 1 for 2 now on the charity strike, making a 2-point lead for this Warrior team.
I mean, when you look at it, fouls can really make or break a game. I mean, Westside already has 6.
Both teams doing a good job watching the shot clock. Last game we saw, the first game with Class A shot clock, we saw only 1 shot clock violation. That was from Scut, but so far both teams doing a good job.
Yeah, I think that's definitely something they have to get used to.
Jenna Brown with the point there. That'll make the Warriors up now 16-14 here. You see that possession arrow change here now. It's Warrior basketball.
And Ryan, how much do you think the shot clock can, just change the game in high school girls basketball here in Class A?
It definitely puts pressure on the teams to keep the ball moving, and keep the ball moving. And
that's something that I've noticed Westside has done pretty well so far. Just moving the ball. I mean, you see 3 different players scoring 3-pointers in the first quarter.
See a foul there on Lincoln Southeast. But again, it keeps this game moving. Kimura Jenkins will juke her out there. As Duval goes in for 2, that one will be no good. As the Knights bring this one back down. So loose ball there, and Sydney Hagen takes that all the way down, and there'll be a foul called there. That'll tie this one up now, 6 apiece for fouls on both teams.
I can say Lincoln Southeast caught up pretty quickly in that category.
We'll see Sydney Hagen now go to the line. She's trying to go for extra point there, but first shot will go off.
Substituting for Lincoln Southeast, number 2, Samantha Searcy.
Hagen on the free throw. No good.
0 for 2 there on the line now. 5:20 left here in the second. See a travel call there on the Knights. Not what they're looking for right now. And we'll see Sydney Hagen, Elaine Wiles check that in with Kimura Jenkins.
It's going to be interesting to see how they play without Foster out there, because they don't really have too many players who are really that close with her in height.
Yeah, let's take a look here real quick. We got a second. The height difference without Foster, there's not much.
I mean, Jenna Brown, 6
Jenna
foot.
Brown's pretty tall, but
At the line for Southeast, number 4, Catrice Olds.
see Olds now go to the line for the Knights. She has one shot. And they'll go in. It's only a 1-point lead now, and we'll see. Go for another shot here. That one will. And now it's 16 apiece here. And a long pass over to Jenkins as she tries to go find that one. She'll swing that one out to Duvall. Zrosevich keeps that one, and a shot from Duvall from 3. Will go off the iron as Warriors will rebound. Zrosevich trying to find somebody open. Will pass over to Duvall, who works this in. And it will be good. Gabby Duvall.
Broke her ankles right there.
So the Warriors take the lead now. There you see the student section there go crazy.
That just might be the spark the Warriors need.
And it will go off of the Knights. Catrice Olds not happy with that one there, but it'll be Knights basketball. Long will go one off the glass as Hagan brings his one back up. Long pass over to Jenkins. Should be caught by some Southeast defenders, and they'll call foul there on the Knights.
At the line for the Warriors, number 4, Kamora Jenkins.
Yeah, and I'm pretty impressed with this Westside team so far. I will say I didn't really know how they would do, considering they're a relatively young team, but
They're definitely, for how early it is in the season right now, filling those gaps that those graduated seniors created, and they've definitely, putting the puzzle pieces back together. A long shot from Long will go off the iron, and a rebound will be good. Nia Ladoc.
textbook rebound right there. Just the way the coach wants it.
So Duvall back out to Brown. Shot clock at 20. See Brown try to get one there. Nia Ladoc will steal that one there. A long pass over to Milosevic will try to steal that one there and go out of bounds on the Warriors bench.
Substitutions for Westside.
Two substitutions here now. We'll see Lakeland Jocelyn and Nora Johnson come in. Nora Johnson has 1-3 on the night.
So last year Westside started 11-4, and then just finished the season losing 7 out of 8. Their closest loss in those 7 losses was a 14-point loss. So this year for them, I think it's just going to be about staying consistent. We know they can get off to a good start, but
Holding on to that good start.
for sure.
And a redemption season. See, that one from Fernberg will be good.
When you look at Westside girls basketball, I mean, this is just a team that is known for winning. I mean, I went as far back as I could on Max Preps. I could not find a losing record.
It's definitely hard to find, as you said there, and it's a very historic program as well. But see, Knights bring this one back down. Shot clock at 30.
Last won the state championship in 2018.
I want to go off the side of the hoop as we see. Samantha Searcy on the line for the Knights. First shot will tie this one up now, 20 apiece. Second one there will rattle out, and we'll see. Warriors basketball as Warriors get possession.
Warriors have 9 fouls, Southeast with 8.
See a foul there on Jenna Brown will send
At the line
her
for
now to the
Westside,
line.
number 15, Jenna Brown.
I mean, just seems like somewhat of an undisciplined game to me so far. We'll see who can really take advantage of that, though, as it's tied at 20 right now.
See Catrice Olds now checking in for the Knights. Shot from Brown will be no good, and a fight for the ball, and jump ball will be called. And possession will be given to the Warriors.
Substituting for Westside, number 22, Riley Preister.
See now Riley Preister coming in now for this Warrior team. But a fight for the ball there with Preister. Jenkins will float that one up there, and it will bounce off the iron now as Long brings this one back down. Shot clock at 15. Knights just taking their time, trying to find an open shot. Shot clock at 5 now. Time's ticking. See a travel be called there, and that will be Warrior basketball here now.
You know, with the shot clock change, I gotta think they had to put some time into just practicing making a play in those 35 seconds.
It's definitely a change-up because it's the first time we've seen it in Class A.
Substituting for Westside, number 10, Ava Stoller.
We'll see Ava Stoller now checking in for the Warriors as Jurosevich goes back to the bench. And now, be Warrior basketball.
For both of these teams, you know, it's just an opportunity to set the tone for the rest of their season.
See a travel called there on the Knights as shot there from Johnson will be no good, and the Knights will get that one there as they take this one down. A shot from Olds will be no good. Bit of a fight for the ball, and we'll see players down. It'll be Warrior basketball.
And you know, when you look at these Warriors so far, what has stood out to you?
You know, definitely they're kind of, definitely kind of their drive, and they're being able to kind of manage under the shot clock and just taking the shots and not really giving up despite it kind of going back and forth. And a big steal there from Sydney Hagan as she lays that one up there, and it'll go off the iron. But another long pass swung over.
Definitely somewhat of a physical game so far, I'd say.
And now we're still tied up 20 apiece right now, and we'll see Catrice Olds go up to the line now with 2 shots.
At the line for Southeast, number 4.
You know, in these last 90 seconds, just an opportunity to get some momentum going into the locker rooms as Southeast takes the lead.
And now 2 for 2 for Catrice Olds. Definitely that really stuck out though was how the Warriors had Foster, Lakeland Jocelyn, Nora Johnson, and Sydney Hagan all score threes pretty much back to back to back.
Yeah, they were really sharing the ball in the first quarter, and The key for them, I think, is just you got to stick to that. Just
Keep your head down and just keep fighting.
if it ain't broke, don't fix it, as they say.
Timeout on the court, Westside.
Let's see, a Warrior timeout now as they're only down by 2. A minute and 12 left here in the second quarter. We're going to take a quick break here on the WTV Live Network. We'll be back with more Warrior basketball. Welcome back to Jim Tangdahl Court here. We have the Lincoln Southeast Knights against the Westside Warriors right now. It's kind of a back and forth match here. And the Knights are leading now only by 2.
Definitely going to be a very hard-fought game, in my opinion. I mean,
It's a foul-heavy game too, and a shot from Jenkins will be good! From 3! With just under a minute left to go. Warriors will take the lead now. See an attempted layup there, and one will be no good, and we'll see. Now go to the line. Excuse me, check that. The Knights basketball is a long pass over to C Street.
and you know, if I'm Lincoln Southeast, I'm noting how much Westside is just going out to the three-point line, showing they're a perimeter team.
Side working the perimeter, and we'll see now Warrior basketball with under 25 seconds left to go. Warriors, no shot clock now as the game clock is ticking down. A shot from Jenkins will be no good. Clock will stop here at 18.
At the line,
And we'll see now
for the
Jenna Brown go to the line.
Number 22, Riley Preister.
Check that, Riley Preister.
Substituting for Westside, number 2.
See now Jurosevich coming for the Warriors, and Preister will sink her second, looking at her first shot from the line. And they'll go off the iron as Warriors rebound. Duval working her way around. And no shot there, and just under 10 seconds to go.
Gabby Duvall's had a couple of those moves. I'd watch out for it.
Big steal there from Kimora Jenkins, 2. One shot from Jenkins will be no good. We're now at half, and we're tied 24 apiece as the Warriors and the Knights head to the locker room. Towns, let's just do a quick recap here of this first half. You know, what have you seen, Towns, and what sticks out to you the most?
I mean, how much can you ask for? This is a great game here at Jim Tangdahl Court. I mean, 24-24. Westside definitely just needs to be a little, both teams actually need to be a little more disciplined if they want to take that edge. But
Definitely saw a lot of fouls there in the first half.
for sure, and Westside just cementing themselves, like I've said, as a three-point team.
Well, yeah, now we're just going to take a quick break here. Now we'll be back with more Warrior basketball action after this short break. welcome back to Jim Tangdahl Court. I'm Ryan Kelly, and alongside me here tonight, in case you missed it, is my good friend Townsend Holland. Townsend, we've had quite the matchup here. It's been back and forth play here. Now we're tied up 24 apiece. What are some things that stuck out to you right now in this first quarter, in this first half?
Really just kind of undisciplined. I mean, a lot of fouls, a lot of chances at the charity stripe, and both teams really have to be able to take advantage of that, and how much more can you ask for? It's a tie game.
Yeah, it's 24 apiece, but both teams have been playing a little sloppy. We've seen a lot of the fouls really kind of added up in this first half. But,
Yeah.
so the Warriors come back out on the court there on the left side of your screen, the upper left. Right now, if you're Coach Steve Clark, Townsend, going to this, we're tied up right now. What are you thinking right now?
Stay out of foul trouble. Keep doing what works, and that's clearly been the three-pointer for this team. I mean, they know how to shoot it, I'll tell you that much.
From Southeast standpoint, if you're Izadell, what's your thought going into this half?
Just have to be prepared to protect the perimeter. I mean, Westside, sure, they do go inside sometimes, but they love the three-pointer. I mean, and just keep doing your thing. They've been getting some good rebounds, second chance points.
Well, we're just moments away here from quarter 3 action. So far, no shot clock violations. It's a good sign.
Yeah,
both teams are doing a good job managing.
I gotta admit, that does surprise me just a little bit. I mean, it's their first regular season game with this rule, and they've managed just fine. Like you said, no violations.
Definitely a big change up here. Now we'll see Knights and both Warriors swap sides of the court. The Knights just taking their time, shot clock at 15. And it'll go off the iron or reset the shot clock as Jenkins brings this one back down. See a shot from Hagan, be no good. Sydney Hagan only one three-pointer on the night.
And as you can see, the matchup between Foster and Doc is indeed back.
Both 6'2", one's a freshman and one's a senior. And it'll go off the iron there from J.C. Kogan. We'll see Knights basketball.
And here we go. Some good defense right there for sure.
And a shot there from 3 will be no good. And so you pick that one back up again, and the first points of the evening from number 35, Dylagak.
I mean, she has been their source of the second chance points, and if I'm Lincoln Southeast coach, I am happy with that. She is doing her job in the paint on offense.
Keep using that and just keep capitalizing, kind of a rinse repeat.
For sure.
Could easily beat this Warrior team and definitely tire them out, but Warriors in, working their way around shot clock at 5. Shot from Hagan will go off the iron. Now it'll go out of bounds and it'll be off on the Knights. So we see Wiles. Already see Wiles check this one in with Jenkins.
And you see Jenkins and Hagan out there, two experienced guards. If you're Steve Clark, that's kind of what you want right now in a close game. Just got to rely on the experience.
Shot from 3 is good. Number 11, Gabby Duvall. Her first three-pointer on the night. Where he's really good from behind the arc there. Warriors will now pull ahead 27-26 as Lincoln East retaliates there. Caitlin Thonberg with 2. These Warriors work their way back around over to Foster there in the far corner. So the Warriors slowing down just a little bit. Shot clock at 10. So a bit of a mix-up there as Lock Dock brings that one over to Lincoln East basketball.
Don't usually see the centers getting the steals, but
that one's gonna get blocked there by
that.
Foster. Go off the iron there. It's really been lots of back and forth play. We've not really seen a lot of stalling and kind of getting close to the end of the shot clock.
Yeah, not really. They haven't gotten close to the shot clock really at all. I mean, they've made plays count. They've made it work.
We'll see now Duval go to the line for the Warriors.
Substituting for Lincoln Southeast, number 2, Samantha Searcy.
First one will go in, tying it up now 28 apiece. Go 2 for 2 on the charity strike. That's number 11, Gabby Duval, a sophomore. A younger team, a younger Warrior team.
Yeah, I got Jenkins and Duval as sophomores. I mean, 2 of their best scorers, I'd say, so far.
There's that speed from Kimora Jenkins as she tries to go for the N1 and will get fouled there. Warrior basketball. Shot from 3 will be no good as Olds bring this one back down for the Knights, and a wide open hoop will go in. Samantha Searcy.
Lots of back and forth lead changes here. We'll see if Westside can make another right here. Foster.
See Foster foul and she'll go to the line now.
You know, Ryan, if you're a fan watching this game, this is the kind of game that's got you on the edge of your seat. I mean, that's how I am right now.
We'll go in now, tying this one at 30 apiece. As you said, it's back and forth play. Both teams are on their toes right now. That one will rattle out. Again, so far a good game here as we pass under 4 minutes of play left in this quarter. Another foul called there. Let's see what that was.
Both teams coming here to Jim Tangdal Court just thinking they got something to prove. I mean, 2 middle of the pack teams. I think we could definitely see one of these teams going to the playoffs and potentially making a run. I mean, there's talent in this game.
Both teams have a lot of talent. Searcy score another point there, pulling the Warriors up ahead now. It's Jenkins just using her speed, working her way around. Shot clock just at 25 now. Long pass over to Hagan. Wiles just working her way around. That one be blocked there by Olds, and she'll pick that one up there as she brings it back to Searcy.
And those are the kinds of plays that, as a coach, this can't be making those kinds of mistakes. Every turnover counts in this kind of a close game.
As of right now, you see Catrice Olds going to the line now. Warriors, 2 fouls. Southeast, 2 fouls.
So Lincoln Southeast, I mean, I looked into it. They are 10-time champions of girls basketball, Class A. Haven't won in a couple years, but they are a storied program, just looking to get back after some losing seasons.
It's a good year to get back into glory for the Southeast team. See, a shot there from Duval will be no good. As another long pass over to Duval, over to Foster inside the paint. Bit of a fight there, but we'll see a foul called there. It'll be Warrior basketball.
Substituting for Lincoln Southeast, number 24, Caitlin Freudenberg.
See Caitlin Freudenberg come in now for the Knights. Jenkins trying to find somebody open, which will find Hagan, who's in the paint, and will go off the back iron. And Warriors definitely not, they're a better team from around the arc, where we've seen a lot more success in, and there'll be a foul on the Warriors there.
Yeah, Westside on offense just kind of has to figure out in the paint. I mean, there have been moments where they've just been able to get it going, get rolling with the three-pointer, but those 2-point baskets, you can't overlook them, I'll say that much.
Substituting for Westside.
Now see Mir Jurosevic, Nora Johnson, and Lakeland Jocelyn now come in for the Warriors.
Another chance here for the freshman trio to see what they've got all together on the court now.
Freshman trio's been working together since middle school. Shot from three will be no good.
Yeah, I think those three definitely have chemistry together. It's just now putting it with.
The shot from Jurosevic is good. Mia Jurosevic, the freshman, number 5. Another shot from three will be no good. We'll tie this one up now, 33 apiece. And a third rebound attempt there.
You know what?
A jump ball.
You know, like I was saying, you know,
They have the chemistry.
Before that big three-pointer, I mean, those three, they got the chemistry. They just have to now put it with the rest of the team. Can they do that is the question.
And it's still early in the season, Townsend, so there's lots of room left to figure out the chemistry and kind of reconnect as a team. A shot from Jenkins inside the paint will be no good, and Foster in another attempt to rebound. Jurosevic will pick that one up there now. As they work this one back around, 25 left on the shot clock. They'll call another jump ball.
And something I think that could really change this game is, you know, Lincoln Southeast, they've gotten those second chance points, but Westside, they have just struggled with that, and that could really be a game changer.
Again, they got to kind of clean this game up here. We're getting to the time where any kind of mistake counts right now.
Yeah, almost the fourth quarter here. I mean, still a tie game. It's going to come down to just who can get that edge in the final minutes.
See another foul there on the Knights. It'll result in Warrior basketball now as Lakeland will check this one in with Jenkins.
Both teams have really been spreading the ball around. I will say that is one positive thing both teams have done.
It's another shot from three from Jurosevic. That one will go off the near side iron, and there'll be a travel call now on the Warriors. See Kaya Branch check this one now in. Montoya works her way back around. Just under a minute left to play here. Shot from Montoya, no good, and we'll see Jenkins pick this one back up now. It's under 40 seconds of play in the third period. Under 30 seconds now, we'll see a foul on the Knights.
At the line for the
And They'll send Foster to the line.
Number 1, Sinai Foster.
It's a crucial moment here, Townsend. We're nearing the end of third period play.
Yeah, just your chance to get that edge.
Substitution
Going
on
into the
Westside,
fourth quarter.
Number 21, Sidney Hagan.
See some
For Lincoln
substitutions being made.
Southeast, substitution number 22, Anna Long.
See Anna Long and Sydney Hagan now coming in for both Warriors and Knights. And see now we'll go 2 for 2 on the charity strike, and we'll see now
Number 15, Jenna Brown.
see Jenna Brown as well come in for this Warrior team.
And with this game being close as it is getting late, I know Steve Clark is just not worried. He's been in these situations as a tenured coach.
There'll be a push called there, and
It'll just be interesting to see how the young players on Westside can respond to the just crunch time.
we're under 20 seconds here of third quarter regulation play. Just under 10 seconds here. Shot clock is off. That one will go in. 35-35
That's
apiece.
by number 2, Samantha Searcy, and she'll go to the line.
Samantha Searcy and 1. Will go in. 36-35.
Kamora Jenkins.
It's definitely a boost going into the fourth quarter for this Southeast team. See a long pass over to Jenkins. It'll be a travel. There's under 4 seconds here left in regulation.
Timeout, Lincoln Southeast.
Now see a Lincoln Southeast timeout with just 4 seconds left on the clock. We're going to take a quick break too as well on the WTV Live Network. We'll be back after this short break. Welcome back to Jim Tangdahl Court. Just under 5 seconds left to go here in the third quarter. And saw the and one there. Southeast will take the lead. We'll see.
Southeasters trying to extend their lead here before we go to the fourth quarter in this very tight game.
See Jocelyn trying to get the layup, and it's good! We'll go off the back glass, and he'll tie it. Warriors will pull up ahead now, 37-36, heading into the break. And we're going to take another quick break here on the WTV Live Network. Welcome back to Jim Tangdahl Court. We have fourth period action here. Just getting underway as it's Warrior basketball. Townsend, what a game.
Yeah, what a
game.
And it's just really going to come down to who can take the pressure. I mean,
And that shot clock putting pressure on both teams, and the Warriors have found some success outside of the arc, but man, what a game.
obviously, even though it's only a 1-point lead, just a little advantage for Westside. But once again, those second chance points for Doc just coming in clutch.
And we'll have it. We'll have another foul called there on the floor. And Warriors, their fouls just keep counting up now. They have 6 right now in the half.
Yeah, and really that's going to be one of the difference makers. But also another difference maker to me is just going to be Doc, as she has been all over those second chance points. I am very impressed, personally.
Another shot there will go off as Hagan it's mixed up there in a wide open hoop. A foul will be called on the floor. The Warriors' 7th of the half. I want to see Olds go
At the
up
line
once
for
again.
Southeast, number 4, Catrice Olds.
That one will go in. 39-37. She'll go 2 for 2 on the charity strike. Catrice Old and junior. This Warriors working their way back around. Jenkins finds an open Hagan.
And to me, if you want to beat these Westside Warriors, that three-pointer is just what you have to limit. Force them inside where they are not comfortable.
Knights will steal this one away here as shot there from Montoya will rattle out. Another point there from the Knights, 42-37 right now. And a shot from Jenkins will go off the iron, and a second attempt there as Duval brings this one back out. Shot clock at 30, and shot from Jenkins will be no good. The fight for the ball will be probably jump ball. And it will be Knights basketball.
Westside, you just
Timeout,
have to be able to
Westside.
cash in on those second chance points. That is going to be critical if they want to win this game.
So Westside's going to call a timeout. You said, let's just kind of quick, if you're Jim Simons, what's your thoughts right now being down?
I mean, they've been down in this game. They started down 8-0. They just have to find themselves again. They have to get that three-pointer going again.
Really just cash in and cash out.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to take a quick break here on the WTV Live Network. We'll be back with more fourth period coverage. Well, we're back here live at Jim Tangdahl Court, the home of the Warriors, who are currently down 42-37. See the student section there, the red shield, representing their fellow classmates on the court.
And, for Westside, they just got to find their groove again. This is still a winnable game. Make no mistake.
We'll start out with Knights basketball here as they bring this one back down. Treese Olds with the point there. Bring the Knights up even more. And just under 5 minutes and 30 left here in the fourth. Another steal there from the Knights, and Kimora Jenkins will get that one. She goes back out to Duvall for three. Bounce off the back iron, and she'll rebound it once again. That one will be good. Redemption from Kimora Jenkins, sophomore.
And that is really just what Westside needed. They needed a bucket just like they did at the start of this game. Now can they start something?
Long pass over to Montoya. Over to Fronberg in the corner. Over to Block Doc. Nyla Doc.
She's just been the one they haven't been able to defend. I mean,
shot from three, and it's good! Kimora Jenkins with their third three-pointer of the night. It's what this Warrior team needed, Townsend. Cash in and cash out.
as they say.
Will go in. Nyla Doc. She'll go to the line now for the and one. And a player that this Warrior team has not been able to stop.
She's just truly been the MVP of this game. I mean, there's no other way to put it. Second chance points. Hit some three-pointers. What more can you ask for? I mean,
we'll see Foster going in as Brown comes out.
And once again, you can see the Warriors with 3 more fouls than Southeast right now. That's making the difference.
Doc will rebound that one, but it will go out. Not happy with that one there. Clock at 4:16. It's crunch time.
And this is where the Warriors just have to figure out, you know, how to perform. I mean, Steve Clark, he's been in these situations before, like I said earlier. He knows what it takes. They just have to put it together, really.
Oh, we're not gonna take a timeout here, Townsend, but we're just gonna keep it here. You know, it's really close here right now, Townsend. For Steve Clark, you definitely just want to keep your head down and keep the ball moving and cash in with those three-pointers.
Yeah, for most teams, this is a 3-score game. You get the 2-pointers, but for Westside, in my opinion, this is a 2-score game because they have just been going to the three-pointer shot after shot. That's been their sweet spot for the most part.
And I'll see both teams take the court once again here. Knights basketball to start out with. Shot from 3 will be no good. There's from Kyra Branch. The clock will now stop at 4:08.
And with 4 minutes left, you just have to be disciplined. That is the main thing for the Westside Warriors.
Stop the fouls and keep your head down. Just keep moving, keep the ball moving. A shot from Jenkins will be good from inside the paint. Kimora Jenkins really on fire this fourth period.
Ice in her veins to this point.
Shot clock at 20 now. Now will go out of bounds. And Warriors getting back on track here, only down by 4.
And if I'm Steve Clark, I want to run this offense through Kimora Jenkins right now. She has been the one who has been able to consistently put the ball in the basket.
She's fast and she's consistent. A shot there from Wiles will be no good. Hagan tries to steal that one there.
No margin for error. 3 minutes to go. I think if Westside stops the fouls, this is a very, very winnable game. But
Double dribble will be called on Southeast. It's on Warrior basketball. And
Substituting for Lincoln Southeast, number 35,
and I know there are 3 minutes left, Ryan, but they need a bucket right here. They need to make this a one-score game. Kimura Jenkins, Sydney Hagan, Sinai Foster. I mean, just anyone. Just someone needs to get the bucket.
And we still see Kimura Jenkins out there on the court. Mia Jurosevic, two fast players. So Kimura Jenkins for three. Go off the iron as she gets it once again, second try. And will go in 48 to 46. It's Kimura Jenkins once again inside the paint.
That is who Lincoln Southeast, they just have to be watching out for as the foul there. Kimura Jenkins, she is not scared to take those shots at all. I mean, shot after shot just going in time after time.
Nyla Dock will have two shots now on the line. First one will go in.
And as you can hear, Westside student section starting to get into it a little bit in this tight game.
So 1 for 2 on the charity strike. You see Jenkins over to Jurosevic. Get a little bit tied up there, and Knights will steal this one here, but Warrior defense will catch back up to them. So, trouble there as that one goes out. Just 2 minutes on the clock remain.
And what I think is big for this Westside team is, Kimura Jenkins has obviously been getting buckets late in the game. But keep in mind, Elaine Wiles is out there, 51% shooter last year, first on the team.
Shot from three will be no good, and attempt to recover that one from Nyla Dock will be successful. Shot clock at 25.
Kimura Jenkins also first on the team in steals last year, and it shows.
Out to Hagan in the corner for three. It is good!
We got a tie
Sydney
game.
Hagan from three. I'll tie this one up now, 49 apiece. What a shot.
Big one right there. I mean, they are back in this thing.
We're on a 30-second timeout now. We're going to keep it here. Townsend tied up right now. What's this Warrior team got to do right now?
Just keep it going. I mean, the one thing I would say on defense is those second chance points, you cannot allow Lincoln Southeast to get those right now. They've been letting them do it all game with Dak, and it's just also foul trouble. They got to stay out of foul trouble. But otherwise, just keep doing your thing on offense.
Southeast Townsend. And I ask you again, what are you thinking right now?
I mean, stop that three-pointer. We saw it right there. Sydney Hagan, clutch shot. And Westside, they're bringing out their shooters. Mia Jurosevic has got one today. Lane Wiles, she was their leading shooter last year in percentage. Kimura Jenkins. Do I really have to explain? And Sydney Hagan. Do I have to explain again?
Well, we'll start out with Knights basketball. Bring this down.
Notice they do have Doc out there. She is going to win them this game if they do end up pulling it out.
See Olds try to go there, and Nyla Doc with the redemption, and it's good.
Once again, just those second chance points.
Nyla Doc.
That is
Said
something.
a lot.
That is something Westside has to work on if they want to be in contention for the playoffs this season.
Jump ball will be called there. It'll be Warrior basketball. Just under a minute here left to go. Warriors have to get a point on the board right now. Southeast has to stop them from doing anything.
What an opening game, no matter what happens here. I mean, you can't ask for much more as a commentator and a fan.
Jenkins from three will be no good as Southeast picks this one back up.
They do have the shot clock, so will Westside decide to foul here? What do you think, Ryan? Would you foul?
It's a tricky question. We're going to see them. Shot clock at 15. We'll see a timeout being called. The timeout will be called by Lincoln Southeast.
And Lincoln Southeast, they have the shot clock on their side. So Steve Clark definitely thinking about maybe fouling here. Or maybe he wants to take his chances, you know, run the clock down. Maybe Southeast misses a shot, you get it back.
It's a good question. Townsend will. 28 seconds on the regulation clock and shot clock's at 17.
Big game. Big game for both sides.
The first game of the year. I'm really surprised with how this has went and how it's back and forth that it's been. Definitely took a lot of people by shock.
Yeah, Westside just showing they can stay in games. We didn't know how they would do. They're a very young team.
And it definitely shows that, you know, both teams, as we talked about in the pregame show, the KB pregame show, both teams are just developing teams with talent coming up from their underclass, and both teams just trying to get get a team to the playoffs, and both teams are just have come a long way.
Yeah, both of them, you know, can just come back. They can take you by storm. If you're one of those top teams, you got to be on the lookout. Westside and Lincoln Southeast.
Can Lincoln Southeast upset the Westside leading victory? How many years was it?
It was 2009, March 5th, 2009.
March 5th, 2009.
So it's been almost 13 years.
Wow. Yeah, but we don't see these two teams play every now and then. Shot
clock down to about 5.
So that one will go off the glass, and there'll be a foul there. And
huge shots right here. And the student section just has to get into this.
So Kaya Branch go to the line now. Yeah. Student section getting into this one here.
Get in Kaya Branch's head. She is unfazed. And this is the shot though here, right here. Could potentially put Westside out. Still time though.
There's 15 seconds left on the clock. Sydney Hagan will be blocked off by Nyla Doc. And they'll get into behind the clock, and there'll be a foul there on the court. Just 7.8 left. Warriors.
At the line for Lincoln Southeast, Samantha Searcy.
So Searcy go to the line once again. It'll rattle out. Go for one more on the line.
And they've got Duvall back in case she does miss again. She does. Still time for Westside. What can they do here? Hagan.
Rattle out, and that's the game, folks. 49 to 53.
What a heartbreaker for Westside. But that's one you can be proud of. I mean, stayed in this game. Westside showed that they're a team who can just battle it out. And I'm excited to see what they can do this year.
Just do a quick breakdown here of the quarters, periods. Westside led the first quarter 12 to 9. And it was tied 24 apiece at the second, going into halftime. And Warriors were up by 1 going into the third period, 37-36. And now our final score from Jim Tangdahl Court, 53-49 in favor of the
Please
Knights.
stick around. We have the boys varsity game.
What a match, Townsend. Again, it was overall a good match. And
At 7:15.
what do you have to say about this Warrior team being the first match?
I mean, the deal breaker really was that big run that Lincoln Southeast had at the start of the fourth quarter. Put Westside in a tough position. They were able to come back and tie it up, but then Lincoln Southeast just got it done, I guess.
Well, the Westside leading curse has finally been broken by this 2022-2023 Westside. And this Lincoln Southeast team will be going to take a quick break here on the WTV Live Network. We'll be back with the Westside Boys varsity basketball game.
Good evening, everybody, and thank you for joining us here tonight for the Westside Warriors and the Lincoln Southeast opener here tonight at Westside. I'm Max Coughlin. Alongside me tonight is Ryan Kelly. Ryan, we just saw a very exciting girls game, and now we have an even more exciting boys game.
Yeah, that was really exciting. Got you on your toes, but now the fans are packed, and they got the second bleacher pulled out, and it's game time, man.
To take a look at the Westside Warriors from last year, they had a phenomenal season where they went 24-3. They had a trip to the state tournament. It unfortunately got knocked out by the Creighton Prep Blue Jays, but nonetheless, they had an amazing season with a lot of returners to this team. CJ Mitchell, one of the names that is going to be a big one all season long. Tate Advadi, Caleb Benning, Kevin Stubblefield. Those names are going to be a lot of names that we're going to see here tonight.
You know, all those players there are key players to this Warrior team, and helped them last year and are going to help them this year, continue on throughout this entire season and just continue to strive for success.
Tate Advadi last year, he was the leading scorer for this team with 15 points per game. He had a field goal percentage of 58%. CJ Mitchell, who was just a sophomore last year, who had a phenomenal season, he averaged 7.4 points per game, a 52% field goal percentage, and then from the three-point line, he was 40%, so he is looking to bounce back off of that year and make it even better.
Yeah, and they even have in the class of people underneath them. They have a good kind of crop underneath them to kind of fall back on. Donnie Bartfield, Trell Snoddy, and Tyson Advadi, just to name a few, but just a great underclass. And cannot forget Caleb Benning, one of the key players on this team, coming in at 6 foot, being just a junior, another key player underneath kind of this team.
And then take a look at the Lincoln Southeast Knights. They had a kind of a rough season last year. They went 10-13, but they also do return a lot of their players. A big-time name is Tay Moore. He averaged 13 points per game last year. He is by far their leading scorer and their best guard they have. And then Wade Voss down low on the block. He had 11 points per game, and he also averaged 1.1 blocks per game.
It's definitely a lot of key players from that Lincoln Southeast team, and there's moments away from game time here at Jim Tangdolf Court.
We're going to take a quick break here on the WTV Live Network. When we come back, we'll have the national anthem and game time. Welcome back here on the WTV Live Network. I'm Max Coughlin. Alongside me tonight is Ryan Kelly. We are now just moments away here from tip-off at Westside High School. You can feel the energy in this building right now. It is season opener. It is tip-off time here at Westside. A lot of these players itching to get back on the court. And Ryan, I want to mention, viewers, you see the shot clock in the top left of your corner. If you were paying attention to the girls' game just a moment ago, you see that NSAA has brought in a shot clock for Class A, and that is actually, in my opinion, a very good thing. It really speeds up the game. It makes the game a lot more fun to watch, and you'll see the shot clock at 35 seconds, so that gives both teams 35 seconds each possession. And if the clock goes out, that's a shot clock violation, just like college and NBA. So it is a big addition here in Class A.
Now let's have the starting lineups for the Lincoln Southeast Knights. At number 2, a sophomore, 5'10" guard, B.J. Bradford.
B.J. Bradford, the starting guard for the Lincoln Southeast Knights. Ben Doc will be the center today here for the Knights. Tay Moore, who I just mentioned a moment ago, who was the leading scorer for this Knights team last year, will be back out on the court this year. Wade Voss, there's a good look at him. He'll be down low on the block alongside Bangkok Doc. And now we are just moments away. The lights will go off here as the Westside Warriors will get announced.
And the head coach, Joey Werning. The starting lineups for your Westside Warriors. At number 3, 6-foot forward junior, Kevin Stubblefield. Number 4, a 6-foot guard junior, C.J. Mitchell. Number 5, a 6'3" guard senior, Malik Crawford. And number 11, a 6'5" forward senior, Kevin Brown. Number 13, 6'4" forward, a senior, Tate Body. And the coaches for Westside, Jimmy Scott, Matt Kubicek, Nate Dice, Derek Porter, Dylan Travis, Bo Schwingen, and the head coach, Jim Simon.
All right, Ryan, here we go. Just now, moments away here from tip-off at Westside High School. Bangkok Doc and Kevin Brown will be in midcourt for the tip-off. The 2022 season campaign for the Westside Warriors now just seconds away. This team, high hopes to get back to that state tournament and make it farther than they did last year. Here we go. It'll start out Lincoln Knights ball, but there will be a foul. It'll be a jump ball, and they'll redo it. Looks like Doc might have jumped just a tad bit early, and now we have to stop. Bangkok Doc just jumped a tad bit early, and now we'll redo this tip, and it'll go to the Knights. Tay Moore will take it up the court. He'll pass midcourt. He'll dump it off to B.J. Bradford. Voss over to Doc. Doc, he'll dance around without Vadi. Voss in the corner. C.J. Mitchell playing tight defense. Moore for 3. It is no good. It'll be rebounded by Kevin Brown. It'll be Westside ball. Malik Crawford, who was on varsity last year, did not get a lot of playing time, will be starting here tonight. Mitchell over to Stubblefield. Malik Crawford dumps it over. Now to C.J. Mitchell. Mitchell, he'll zigzag in and out on the block. He'll take it back out to the three-point line. Crawford, he'll take it in. It'll be stolen. Bangkok Doc, he has a drive. And he'll dump it out to Moore. Bangkok Doc puts it in for 2, and that'll be the first points on the board here tonight.
Beautiful layup there from Bangkok Doc.
Brown over to Mitchell. Now Tate Advadi. He'll take it in. He'll pull up from the 15-footer, and that's good for 2. Tate Advadi gets his first points here on the night. Taymor will walk this one up on the right side. Bangkok Doc puts in the layup. He almost had the dunk, but took it off of his fingers, and that's 4 points for him on the night. Stubblefield, he'll dance around inside, and it'll go just out of bounds, and it'll be Warriors ball on the line. Mitchell will throw it in. Mitchell, take it for himself, and he'll miss down low. Taymor takes it for himself. He'll dump it off. And that's an easy 2 points there for Jake Hilkeman. Malik Crawford, he'll take it for himself, and he'll get stopped. And they'll call a jump ball, and it'll still be Westside's ball.
So far, a strong start for both teams. You know, Southeast started off pretty strong here, and so far leading this one 6-2, but there's still lots of play time here, and so far shot clock has not been a problem for both these teams.
Mitchell, he'll pass it into Stubblefield. Kevin, behind his back, and that'll stay here on Westside's court. Lincoln Southeast playing very tight defense. They're playing that man defense, and it is so far working in their favor. Mitchell again to pass it in. He'll get it to Advadi in the corner. Advadi, he bullies his way in the paint, and he puts 2 points back on the board for the Warriors. Tate Advadi with the only points here tonight for Westside. Taymor, he'll call a play here. He'll dance around. He'll stay on the 3-point line. Pushes it in downside to Wade Voss, and he'll put that in for 2. Southeast 8, Westside 4. Biggest thing here for Westside right now is you just got to slow down the pace. Both teams working really fast right now, and you really just have to slow it down to get more points on the board.
Yeah, definitely agree with you there, Max. It's pretty high pace. The energy in this building right now is pretty supreme.
Doc will pass it into Bradford. Crawford playing that tight defense, walking just with him. Bradford, he'll take it in for himself. He'll dump it, it's no good. Wade Voss gets the offensive rebound. He'll pass it back up to Taymor to restart this over. Bradford in the corner, he'll dump it back off to Doc. Doc from 3, and it's no good. It's rebounded by Malik Crawford. Crawford over to Advadi. Mitchell in the corner. And it's no good, just in and out.
Just like that, it will rattle out. But
Taymor with a very slick move, and that'll be 2 points more on the board for the Lincoln Southeast Knights. CJ Mitchell running in to the block, and that's a foul. He'll shoot 2. Lincoln Southeast off to an amazing start here early on in this game. 4:20 remains in the first quarter. CJ Mitchell, who was a key contributor to the Westside team last year, will shoot 2. First one is no good off the rim.
Substituting for Westside, Max Anderson.
Maddox Anderson making his appearance here tonight in for Malik Crawford. Anderson, who was not a varsity player, he is a junior this year, is making his first appearance as a varsity player tonight. Mitchell with a free throw, and that goes in, and that puts 5 on the board for the Warriors.
the Warriors only down by 5 right now. Still lots of room to come back. You know, we could capitalize off of some of these Southeast mistakes, but
Taymor, he'll dance around with CJ Mitchell. Moore, he'll make his way inside, and that'll be a foul.
They called on the floor.
Tay Moore to pass this one in here for the Knights. Quick pass and big time defense there for Tate Advati, who is taking his talents to Colorado Christian University next year. Maddox Anderson, he'll pull up. No, he will not. He'll pass it off. And now Tate Advati from the corner. And that's no good. It'll be tipped out of bounds by Bangkok Doc. And it'll be Westside ball. You saw Maddox Anderson with a very clean fake shot. You probably could have taken that one back up for a two-pointer, but he decided to dump it off to CJ Mitchell and then to Advati in the corner, which is not a bad play. It really opens up a lot of separation on the outside of the three-point line. CJ Mitchell with a wide open shot, and that will not go in. It is taken back by Tate Advati, and here's Kevin Brown with an easy layup, and that's 2 more points for the Warriors.
That's beautiful right there. That's exactly what we want to see, a large open pass to Brown.
And now Kevin Stubblefield with the steal, and Tate Advati finishes. Stubblefield to Advati for 2, and the Westside Warriors are down by 1.
Warriors finding some momentum here late in the first.
Bradford dumps it off to Moore. Hickelman just in and out. It looks like a swirly pop in and out of the basket. And now here's Kevin Brown. Anderson over to Advati. Anderson again. He's from 3, and that's no good. And it'll go out of bounds, and it's Knights ball. Donnie Hartfield, the freshman who is making his appearance here tonight. He has proven to Coach Jim Simons that he has what it takes to play at the varsity level, and he is making his appearance here late in the first quarter.
I've been following Donnie since he was just a 7th grader. I'm a freshman as well. He's been on the varsity team for the middle school for both years and is now on his 3rd time being a varsity player.
He's playing that tight defense on Tay Moore. Tay Moore drives it in on the right side. He'll put it in, and it's out. Stubblefield with the rebound. CJ Mitchell. He'll give it to Advati. Advati for 3, and that's no good. The Warriors have had a donut so far here tonight from the three-point line. Now here's Hickelman. He'll fake the 3. He'll take it in. And that'll be a travel called on Jake Hickelman.
It's not what you want right now with your Lincoln Southeast. Time's ticking down here in the first. Anytime this Warrior team has the ball, they've definitely found their momentum.
Malik Crawford will check in here for CJ Mitchell. Tay Moore playing that tight defense here on Crawford. Stubblefield will take it up. Stubblefield over to Crawford, to Anderson, now to Advati. Maddox Anderson low to Tate Advati, and you can see the miscommunication there between Tate Advati and Maddox Anderson, and those are the things that you work out here in this first game of the season. And Ryan, that first preseason match, that expedition game on past Saturday against Omaha Skutt, the Warriors looked very nice, including Malik Crawford, who was probably the top player from that game.
I definitely would have given him the time 42 player of the game. There's he really popped off.
Bangkok Doc will travel, and there's the mistakes happening for the Lincoln Southeast Knights. Head coach Jory Werning is not happy about all these calls that are happening to their players.
It's not what you want to happen right now, but both teams are 1 for 1 for fouls, so.
And Jake Hickelman will check back in here for the Knights. He'll check in for Daniel Schaefer. Westside still trailing by 1. 1 minute and 36 seconds to go here in the first quarter of play. Crawford will take it up. He'll pass the midpoint line here. Crawford over to Advati. Advati will take it in. He'll shoot it from low, and that's good for 2, and that puts the Warriors back up front. Knights working quick here. Tay Moore tries to put it up, but it's rebounded by Tate Advati. Maddox Anderson. He'll get stolen away. And Tay Moore tries to put it in, and he does. That's an easy 2 from the block. Lincoln Southeast now puts themselves back up 12-11. Back. Anderson from the corner. No good. Ryan, we're seeing a back and forth game so far here, especially getting late in the first quarter.
Definitely putting the fans on their feet.
Wade Voss and Malik Crawford fighting for that ball. You can see the effort that Wade Voss has. He's putting his body on the line, laying out on the floor. And Lincoln Southeast takes a timeout, as well as we will. When we come back, we will have more Westside basketball action. Back here on the WTV Live Network, I'm Max Coughlin. Alongside me tonight is Ryan Kelly, where we have a very back and forth match here between Westside and Lincoln Southeast. Lincoln Southeast currently leads this one 12-11 with 45.1 seconds remaining in the first quarter.
Yeah, both teams are playing really physical. It's a pretty fast-moving game here so far. And so far, the shot clock has not been any challenge at all for both teams, and we'll see tonight's basketball.
P.J. Bradford will walk this one up. Malik Crawford playing that tight man defense. Jake Hickelman now on Tate Advadi. He'll take it down low on the block. He'll work back out to Bradford. Bradford over to Hickelman again. Hickelman, he'll work Advadi. He puts it up, and it's just no good. And it'll be Westside ball. 22.2 seconds remain here.
Substitute for Westside, number 3, Kevin Stubblefield.
Stubblefield will check in for Donnie Barfield. Crawford over to Mitchell. Mitchell will take it up. You can see Mitchell taking control of the game. Stubblefield, 7 seconds remaining, now 5. 3, 2, Stubblefield, he puts it in, and that'll be the quarter. Big time point there for Kevin Stubblefield on the right block, puts the Warriors up 13-12 in the first quarter. Ryan, give me your first quarter thoughts here of play.
Both teams are playing very well. You know, for the first match, you know, the new shot clock, no problem for both teams, and a lot of energy in the atmosphere right now. It's a great environment to be in, but we're going to take a quick break.
You can really tell that the shot clock is really meaning a lot to these teams. They know they have to work fast, and that is what we're seeing. Not a lot of three-pointers from both teams, as Westside has been horrendous, in my opinion, honestly, so far here from the three-point line. So that is exactly why they need to come in. They need to work their way inside the block and get those small 15-foot shots. We will take a quick break here on the WTV Live Network. When we come back, we will have second quarter action. Back here at Westside High School. Westside leads this one 13-12. A brand new, fresh 8 minutes left now on the clock for the second quarter. Lincoln Southeast will start with the ball. Doc to Bradford to start this one off. Crawford playing that man defense like he did in the first quarter. Bangkok Doc in the paint. Now it'll be a foul called. And they'll call that on the floor. So it'll be Tay Moore to throw this one in. Moore over to Voss. Now Hinkleman. P.J. Bradford, he'll dump it down low to Doc. Stubblefield playing tight D. Doc tries to put it in, it's no good. C.J. Mitchell with the rebound. Malik Crawford for three. And it's no good. Brown with the rebound. Over to Crawford, over to Stubblefield. Crawford again. He'll take it low. And that's a pass right to Tay Moore, and it'll be Lincoln Southeast ball. Tipped out of bounds by Stubblefield. And the ball will stay in favor of the Knights. 31 seconds remaining on the shot clock. Not a problem at all here for either team tonight. Tay Moore, he'll take this one in. Advadi tries to get the charge call, and he does not. He'll have a blocking foul called on his name. Tay Moore will be on the free throw line to shoot two. And it looks like we're going to have a problem. The referees will wipe the floor down low on their block. And here we go. Tay Moore to shoot two. First one is a swish, and that will go in to tie this one up 13-13. Moore now for one. This ball is live. And that's good. And the Knights will be back up by one. Mitchell, he'll drive in. He'll take it for two, and it's no good. P.J. Bradford working fast here. Ben got Doc. He'll pass it over. Tay Moore, he's trapped in the corner. And Crawford with the rebound. And it's taken away by P.J. Bradford. Bradford, he'll give it to Doc, and that's a slam dunk. Bangkok Doc with an absolute madness of a dunk. P.J. Bradford over to Bangkok Doc on the alley-oop, and oh my goodness, Ryan.
Using that height to his advantage.
Advadi in the corner, and he'll step just out of bounds. And you can see the frustration from the Westside Warriors as all momentum right now is in the Knights' favor.
Right now, for the Warriors, just got to keep their heads down and keep fighting. It's definitely a big momentum changer for this Knight team, but just keep fighting. We're still pretty early into the game.
Tay Moore, he'll jog this one up past midcourt. He'll go to his right. He'll dump it off to Bradford. Bradford, he'll take the 15-footer, and it's good. Southeast leads this one now 18-13 as they bring their lead to 5. Lee Crawford, he'll take this one up. Biggest thing for Westside right now is to slow down Lincoln Southeast. They're working very fast. They have all the momentum in the world right now. The biggest thing for Westside is you got to make plays happen. You got to knock down these shots. Here's Mitchell. He'll take it for himself, and that's good for two on the right block, and that'll put 15 on the board for the Warriors. Voss down low, and that'll be a foul on Kevin Brown. It'll be on the floor. And that makes that 4 fouls here on the Warriors. Barfield will check in now for Kevin Brown. Doc will take the throw in. Barfield, he'll steal it away. He'll give it over to Crawford, and it is just overpassed. And there is the mistake you see from freshmen, and that's a thing that Donnie Barfield really needs to learn about this varsity plays. It's a lot faster than, Ryan, you're playing in middle school. You're on the varsity team in middle school. It's a lot faster paced than playing in middle school. He's got to learn that. It's just the first game of the season, so they take this game to really take out the Kings. P.J. Bradford, he'll take it in on Barfield, and there's a big block by Barfield, but it's taken back up by Doc, and that's good for 2. Bradford playing tight defense on C.J. Mitchell. Here's Stubblefield. And that's a foul, and it'll be on the floor.
Going back to what you said, he's got 3 more years to kind of develop and get the Westside culture in him, but it's a good time to start here, especially as a freshman.
Mitchell will pass this one in. He'll give it to Advati. Advati over to Barfield. Stubblefield. He'll work around, and that'll be a travel on the junior who had plenty of playing time and experience on the varsity team last year. Taymor will walk this one up quietly. Bradford over to Doc. Doc to Shoemaker. And that's way overpassed by Demarius Shoemaker, who's making his appearance here tonight. Crawford will pass this one in. Bradford and Moore playing heavy full court press. Mitchell will have to work this one fast. Mitchell to Stubblefield. Stubblefield, he'll get this one back out to Crawford. Crawford over to Mitchell. Stubblefield will get over to Tate Advati. CJ Mitchell over the head pass to Kevin Stubblefield. And that's intercepted by PJ Bradford. Will he keep this one in bounds? And he does. He'll pass it over to Tate Advati, and it's intercepted once again. And Malik Crawford will get the ball, but it's a foul. Could have been a fast break there for the Warriors and put 2 points on the board, but a foul was called, and it stopped it. It'll be Westside Warriors ball nonetheless. Mitchell over to Crawford. CJ Mitchell will take his time at midcourt. Donnie Barfield over to Tate Advati. Advati behind the back. Shoemaker playing very nice defense. Here's Advati once again down low, and that's good for two. Bowling his way down on the block for 2 points more.
Tate Advati leading this team in points from inside the arc right now.
Substituting for Westside, number 12, Max Anderson.
Maddox Anderson will check in here for CJ Mitchell, who goes off limping. You have to wonder what that's about, and that'd be a big-time loss there for the Warriors if he so happens to go out, but he'll catch a breath here on the bench, and the Knights still lead this one 20-17. Bradford over to Moore. Tay Moore, he'll dance around with Barfield. He'll take up the floater, and that's a shooting foul. He'll shoot two. The foul was on Donnie Barfield in the paint.
At the line for Lincoln Southeast, number 5.
Sending a shooter to the paint, or to the line is not what you want to be doing right now, but
Tay Moore, who is one of the best free throw shooters on this team, has now been fouled twice, and that one is good for a point, and that puts Southeast up 21-17. So far, Moore has been 3 for 3 here tonight on free throws, looking to make that 4 for 4. Bangdok Gok will check in for Wade Voss. And that one's good for Moore. That's 4 for 4 on the night from the free throw line. Stubblefield to Anderson. Advati. He'll pass over to Crawford. Crawford for 3. And that's no good, just out of the rim. Westside having no opportunities here tonight from the three-point line, as they have not made a single three-pointer. Demarius Shoemaker. It's tipped and out of bounds by Maddox Anderson to stop momentum here for the Knights. Doc over to Moore to pass this one in. Crawford playing that defense on Moore. He'll give it out to Shoemaker. Shoemaker dances around with Anderson. He'll dance in. And that's a shooting foul once again on Maddox Anderson, and that'll send Demarius Shoemaker to the line.
At the line for Lincoln Southeast, Demarius Schumacher.
Shoemaker, one shot to go. And that one is no good off the rim. And Advadi will have the rebound. Tate Advadi will take this one up. He'll give it off to Malik Crawford. Advadi just out of the reach of that ball, and it'll be a foul. It'll be on the ground.
Substituting for Lincoln Southeast, number 22, Wade Voss.
Wade Voss will check in for Daniel Schaefer. Crawford to Barfield. Stubblefield for three in the corner. Bang! And it's good for three. First three-pointer of the night here for the Warriors. Here's Doc for three, and that's no good. Crawford, he'll get the rebound. He'll give it off to Tate Advadi. Stubblefield to Anderson for three. No good. Demarius Shoemaker will get the rebound. He'll take it up the court. He'll pass it off to Tay Moore, the guard. Moore takes it to the left side. He's calling a play. Bangkok Doc playing with tight defense from Donnie Barfield, and it's taken away from Stubblefield. Here's Crawford for an easy two, and it's no good. Advadi tried to help him out there. It's just no good. And here's Wade Voss. And it's no good once again. Crawford to Barfield. And that'll be a blocking foul. And Donnie Barfield will be sent to the line. You can see the emotion on Tate Advadi's face as the freshman Donnie Barfield will shoot two.
We'll tie that one up now, 22 apiece. A minute 56 left.
Barfield with his first opportunity. And that one is good. And that's the first points on the night for the freshman. Tay Moore, he'll take it to the right side. Moore to Voss. Voss to Doc down low on the block. He'll bully his way. And that's good for two against Tate Advadi. Bangkok Doc doing a great job down low on the right block. Stubblefield will take it up the court. He'll give it to Malik Crawford. Crawford over to Anderson. Stubblefield in the corner. Stubblefield, he'll take it to the block. Into the rim, and it's no good. It'll be rebounded by Stubblefield himself. Crawford in the corner, he'll get it back out to Advadi. Advadi, and that's a foul, and he's shooting two. They'll call it a shooting foul, and Tate Advadi will be sent to the charity strike.
At the line for Westside, Tate Advadi.
Advadi's first attempt is good, and that'll tie this one up at 24 apiece. Advadi good 2 for 2 here on free throws tonight, and that'll put Westside up 25-24. Daniel Schaefer will check in for Wade Voss. A lot of miscommunication between the guards on Lincoln Southeast as if it's either going to be Bradford or Moore. Moore will take it up. He'll take it down. Easy two. It's tipped up, and it's no good. It'll be an offensive rebound kicked out to P.J. Bradford. Barfield playing tight D. Bradford will restart this ball. 25 seconds on the shot clock. Bradford takes it in. He'll give it off to Schaefer, and he dishes it back out to Moore. Bradford once again. Over to Schaefer, and it's no good. Stubblefield, he'll go behind the back. Stubblefield, he'll bounce in, and it's good for the and one.
That's exactly what this Warrior team wants right now. Be able to get more points on the board and just pull ahead here with 31 seconds left here in the second.
Kevin Stubblefield showing his toughness as he drives in. And it was good for the and one. Stubblefield with one attempt here to put the Warriors up by 4. And it is good. 31 seconds remain here in the first half. Bradford walking it up the court. Maddox Anderson patiently waiting for him. You can see that tight defense Maddox Anderson is playing. He's one-on-one with him. PJ Bradford having control of the ball. He's keeping it up. He wants it for himself. 11 seconds remain here in the half. This ball will most likely be shot by PJ Bradford. 5 seconds, 4 seconds. He'll take it in. He'll dish it off to Tamor. Tamor for the long 3. And it is no good. And that is the end of the first half.
Man, what a first half, Max. Back and forth play. Wow.
28-24 here at the end of the first half. Westside kind of started off slow, Ryan, and then they sort of worked their way back. They have only made 1 3 here tonight. And you just have to mention, you have to think of what Coach Jim Simon says to the team to really keep this lead here going.
Yeah, definitely. The Warriors just want to keep fighting, keep their heads down, just keep the ball moving, keep that momentum, Max.
We're going to take a quick break here on the WTV Live Network. When we come back, more Westside basketball action. Back here on the WTV Live Network, I'm Max Coughlin. Alongside me tonight is Ryan Kelly for a back-and-forth matchup between Westside and Lincoln Southeast. 28-24, Westside currently leads this one going into the second half. Ryan, we've seen a lot of back-and-forth play, a lot of really sloppy play between both teams. Not a lot of teams, both teams not able to shoot from the three-point line tonight really at all from either the 18-foot line or the three-point line.
You know, again, it's the first game of the season. All the players are kind of just coming out of being dormant and not playing as much. But first game of the season, it's got to feel good to be back. Taking a look at a quick quarter breakdown here. In the first one, Warriors were up by 1, and now Warriors lead by 4 here in the second period. Now we're going to head into the third period here, just momentarily as the players come back out of the locker rooms.
And Ryan, I also have to mention the players who are not playing tonight for Westside. Caleb Benning, who was one of the star players last year, who just won a state title on the football team just a few weeks ago. He is taking a break here tonight from the first game of the season to really just let his body relax and really rejuvenate back into sport mode. So he'll be back next week against Norfolk as the Westside Warriors will host the Norfolk Panthers on the 10th of January. Or December, excuse me. And now we are just 30 seconds away from getting this second half underway.
You know, definitely, if I'm Jim Simons right now, I just want to keep the brotherhood alive. Everybody keep fighting, keep going. Do not give up, because this game's nowhere near to being done. There's still a lot of time left in regulation. This Lincoln Southeast team is a pretty good team.
Both teams making their way back out on the court here for third quarter of play. If you're just joining us, I'm Max Coughlin. Alongside me tonight is Ryan Kelly. We have a shot clock here now for Class A basketball, as the NSA approved that last winter as they tried it out in the Metro Holiday Tournament, and it worked out perfectly. It keeps the game moving faster. It creates a lot more points for both teams, and so they have put in a shot clock for all Class A teams, and we'll start this one off with a PJ Bradford layup, and that's good for 2.
Good way to start off this third period for this Knights team.
Tay Moore playing tight defense on Malik Crawford. Crawford, he'll dish it off to CJ Mitchell. Mitchell over to Crawford again. Kevin Stubblefield with the ball at the top of the key. Mitchell. He'll go back out. Tate Advadi down low to Stubblefield. Westside really playing that conservative basketball right now. Passing the ball off. Mitchell inside, and it's good for 2, and that puts the Warriors up by 4.
First points on the board from the Warriors are from Mitchell, as the shot clock almost ran out there, but
you can see the shot clock on the top right of your screen right now. Bangkok Doc, he'll keep it up top. PJ Bradford, he'll work it again. He'll dish it off to Moore. Gok. Now over to Bradford. Bradford, he'll take it in. Quick floater. And it's no good. Rebounded by Stubblefield. Stubblefield over to Mitchell. And he'll keep this one in. Mitchell. Now to Stubblefield. He'll take it in right up the middle. And it's good for 2.
Beautiful points there from Stubblefield.
And that'll be a blocking foul, and it'll be on the line. It'll be on the floor, not a shooting foul. Tay Moore will pass this one in. Moore to Doc. Doc, he'll dance around. Advadi playing tight defense. He'll dish it off to Voss. Now Bradford. Crawford gets a hand on it, but Tay Moore will bring it back. And that's an easy 2 points for Wade Voss down on the right block. CJ Mitchell, he'll jog this one past. He'll take it all the way inside the block. And that's a blocking foul on the floor. That one might have been a shooting foul. It looked like he might have been going up, but the referee says it's a blocking foul on the floor. Donnie Barfield will check in. Stubblefield will take the long pass from Mitchell. Mitchell, quick handoff. He'll dance around Bradford. Still dancing around. He'll take this, and it's blocked by Bangkok Doc. Down in the paint. Now Moore for himself, and that's an easy 2 to cut the deficit to 2. Tate Advati. He'll dance around. Over to Stubblefield. Stubblefield puts in the floater, and it's no good. Rebounded by Jake Hickelman. Hickelman, he'll take this one for himself. Advati playing D, and it loops just in the basket to tie this one up at 32 apiece.
Exactly what this Knights team wants to do. They want to get this game back tied and try to pull ahead here.
And that's a bad pass from Tate Advati, and it'll go out of bounds, and it's Southeast ball. That's the miscommunication between Advati and Crawford that they have to really clean up here going on in the season. Doc, he'll pass this one in. Stubblefield and Crawford playing that full court press. Moore. He'll quietly take this one up the court. Hickelman now back over to Moore. Hickelman. He's guarded by Crawford. Crawford playing tight defense. And it's stolen by Stubblefield. Malik Crawford. And he puts that one in for 2 to make this one 34-32. Malik Crawford put that one in the stat book for his first points of the night. Hickelman now for 3 at the top of the key. Bang, and it's good.
Beautiful textbook maneuver right there, and that'll put 3 on the board for the Knights.
C.J. Mitchell now over to Stubblefield. Barfield to Stubblefield again. He'll take the layup, and it's fouled. And Stubblefield will go to the line for 2. Kevin Stubblefield making his way to the line. Maddox Anderson will check in. The first attempt is good, and Maddox Anderson will check in for Malik Crawford. We're all tied up here at 35 once again. Stubblefield to give Westside the lead. And he does. That one will swirl in the hoop and put 36 on the board for the Warriors. Moore will jog this one up past midcourt. The Warriors playing zone defense. And that's a timeout called here for Lincoln Southeast after Kevin Stubblefield is playing amazing defense. Ryan, so far Westside has come out to play here in this third quarter.
Yeah, definitely. We've seen, again, back and forth play here, but this Westside team is really showing off right now.
4:05 remains here in the third quarter as Westside leads this one 36-35. We're going to take a quick break here on the WTV Live Network. When we come back, more third quarter action. Back here on the WTV Live Network, I'm Max Coughlin. Alongside me tonight is Ryan Kelly. 36-35, Westside leads this one with 4:05 remaining. Doc, he'll throw it in to Moore. Moore dances around with Mitchell. He'll pass it over to Bradford. Bradford takes it in, and it's just out. Advati now over to Mitchell. Mitchell puts it up for the easy 2, and it's good. And that gives Westside 38 points on the board. Anderson playing tight defense on P.J. Bradford up by midcourt. Moore will take it down. Bradford for 3, and it's no good. Stubblefield will take it for himself. He'll take it for himself, and that's an easy 2 there on PJ Bradford. The Southeast Knights working fast here, getting the ball already past midcourt. Tay Moore takes it in. Spin move, and that's good for 2. 40-37 here with 3:01 remaining. Advadi over to Barfield. Advadi, he'll pull up from the 15-foot line, and that's no good. Moore for 3, and you can count that one in. Tied up here at 40 apiece, 2:33 remaining. Barfield, and that's good for the layup, and that puts Westside up. Timeout called by head coach Jim Simons for Westside as they lead 42-40 here with 2:22 remaining. We're going to take a quick break here on the WTV Live Network. When we come back, more Westside basketball action. Welcome back to Westside High School. I'm Max Coughlin. Alongside me tonight is Ryan Kelly. 42-40, Westside currently leads this one with 2:22 remaining. Demarius Shoemaker will check in here for the Knights. He'll take it up court. Tate Advadi playing defense. Tay Moore over to Bradford. Bradford, he'll keep it. Dribble to his right. He'll zigzag. He'll dish it off to Shoemaker. Shoemaker takes it in. Now he'll work his way back out. Bradford works in, and it's blocked. Malik Crawford with the rebound. Crawford over to Advadi, to Stubblefield. Stubblefield, he'll dribble in. He'll take the 2, and it's good. Stubblefield with 2 Knight players on him, and he puts it in for 2. Now Voss with the ball. He'll pass it over to Moore. Moore, he'll dribble around. He'll pull up from the free throw line, and it's no good.
This Warrior team has got to keep these points coming in.
Kevin Stubblefield, he'll dribble around on Voss, and that's a foul. He'll shoot 2. Wade Voss trying to play his best defense down low, but he'll be accused of the foul. And Stubblefield will go to the line. 2 attempts here for Stubblefield. First one is good. Jake Heichelman will check in for Wade Voss. Chewy Thought will check in here and make his appearance here tonight. Stubblefield will make his second attempt and put 46 points on the board now for the Westside Warriors. Moore, he'll take this one up. Crawford playing tight defense. Hickelman will be there to save Moore. Hickelman wide open down low, and he'll not take it. Doc having trouble down low. Now Shoemaker from 3, and it's no good. Hickelman there to put it up, and that's and 1. Jake Hickelman showing his toughness down low on the block, He'll put 42 points on the board, maybe 43.
Number 4, C.J. Mitchell.
C.J. Mitchell now check in for Donnie Barfield. Hickelman will make the free throw attempt, and that's 43 points on the board for the Southeast Knights as they trail this one by 3. Crawford, he'll be in control of the ball. Mitchell in the corner, he'll work his way back out. Mitchell taking his time, 19 seconds on the shot clock. Stubblefield on thought. Stubblefield, it gets tipped and blocked. It's kept alive. Advati for 3, and that's no good. It's tipped and kept here on Westside's court. C.J. Mitchell will pass this one in.
Substituting for Lincoln Southeast.
Mitchell, he takes his time, tries to find an open teammate. He finds Tate Advati, and that's a backcourt violation as Advati's right foot stepped on the half-court line, and the ball will go to the Knights. Just those simple mistakes you can't have, especially when only being ahead by 3.
And especially with this clock ticking down, and we're about to go into fourth period play.
18 seconds and counting now. Demarius Shoemaker, he'll take it up. Lee Crawford, tight defense on the three-point line. Now Hickelman. Mitchell on Hickelman. 4 seconds remaining. Chewy thought over to Shoemaker. Shoemaker for 3 in the corner, and that's no good. And there's a foul called, and Shoemaker will shoot 3. With time expired, he'll be the only one on the line. That's exactly what you do not want to have if you're a Westside Warrior.
Not at all.
At the line for Lincoln Southeast,
The foul was on Malik Crawford. That was his first of the second half. Demarius Shoemaker all alone in the paint here, and he's shooting 3. First one is no good off the rim, and you can see the frustration on his face. 2 shots remaining as the referees are telling Taymord Shoemaker, he'll put that one in. That's 44 points. 1 shot remaining here for Demarius Shoemaker. He puts this one. Southeast is down by 1. The shot is no good, just in and out of the rim. And Westside will hold a 2-point lead going into the final quarter of play. We're going to take a quick break here on the WTV Live Network. When we come back, we'll have the final quarter of play. Welcome back here on the WTV Live Network. I'm Max Coughlin. Alongside me tonight is Ryan Kelly for the final quarter of play here at Westside High School for the season opener. 8 more minutes of play here. Westside currently leads this one 46-44. PJ Bradford will start with the ball. Hinkleman. Crawford playing tight defense. Jake Hinkleman will try to put the layup in, and it's no good. Blake Crawford will take this one up court. They're working fast. Tate Advati, he'll work in. It's stripped, but it's a foul, and that'll be on the ground. CJ Mitchell will pass this one in for the Warriors. Demarius Shoemaker will check in for Wade Voss. Stubblefield will get the ball. He'll take it inside on the left side. And Stubblefield will go back to the free throw line to shoot 2.
At the line for Westside, number 3, Kevin Stubblefield.
Kevin Stubblefield was excellent his last time around on the free throw line, shooting 2 for 2. Stubblefield, that one's in and out. Looks like they have to clean something up on the west side bench, so they'll hold off for that. And now we will resume play. Stubblefield does not put his second attempt in, and he'll go 0 for 2 on the line. 46-44 still here in the fourth quarter.
Still some room for this Knights team to possibly make a comeback here.
Bangkok Doc down on the block. And it'll be Westside ball. Bangkok Doc could not put the ball in, and we'll keep here at 46-44. Crawford, he'll pass it in to CJ Mitchell. Lincoln Southeast running a full court press. PJ Bradford and Taymor. Chewy Thought will check in here for Jake Hickleman. And Ryan, what a great name, Chewy.
Chewy.
I would for sure want to have the name Chewy.
That's a name that will stick with you.
CJ Mitchell, he'll take this one to the left side. He'll dump it off to Kevin Stubblefield. Stubblefield, he'll take it for himself with Doc. And it's blocked. Bangkok Doc showing his presence down on the block. Chewy Thought. Spin move on Advati. He'll take it for 2, and that's good. Chewy Thought's first 2 points of the night. And that ties it up at 46. Westside working the ball around the court. Brown over to Crawford. Crawford to Brown once again. Stubblefield to Crawford. Malik Crawford. He'll keep it alive for himself. CJ Mitchell over to Stubblefield. Stubblefield for 3. And it's no good. It's rebounded by Bangkok Doc. Demarius Shoemaker, he loses the ball. It's kept alive by Taymor. Thought for 3. He does not want it. Taymor and CJ Mitchell. He'll pass it off to PJ Bradford. Stubblefield on Bradford. Bangkok Doc with a slam dunk. Make that 2 dunks on the evening for Bangkok Doc. He's really, and there's PJ Bradford once again with the steal. And that'll put Lincoln Southeast up 50-46 after a quick momentum turn for the Knights. Ryan, what a turn of events here. You had a Bangkok Doc dunk and then a steal for PJ Bradford. He puts that one up, and now the Knights lead by 4.
Man, Doc is really having his night tonight. His sister also had a really good night last night, or tonight as well, but both, this is Lincoln Southeast team, man, they are on fire right now. They got the ball rolling. Let's see if they can continue keep with that ball rolling, but right now if I'm Jim Simons, I definitely want to stop that ball from rolling and get points on the board and get a Warrior victory.
5:56 remains here in the final quarter of play. Westside down by 4 after a big momentum change in the Lincoln Southeast Knights. You have to think, what's really going to have to be working here for Westside? Is it going to have to be driving in on the ball? Is it going to have to be the three-point game, which has not been existent for either team tonight. Tay Moore, who has been leading with three-pointers, and Kevin Stubblefield with the only three-point made tonight for the Warriors.
We'll see both teams now coming back onto the court.
Nate Crawford will pass it in to CJ Mitchell. Tay Moore and PJ Bradford once again playing that full court press, which has worked for them all night. Mitchell will take it for himself. He'll call Crawford off. Kevin Brown over to Advati. Advati dances around with Shoemaker. He loses the ball. He brings it back for himself. He's going to dump it off to Mitchell. Now Stubblefield. And that's going to be a jump ball. And it'll stay with Westside. CJ Mitchell will be the one to pass this one in as Westside is down by 4. Mitchell. Bangkok Doc playing defense on Stubblefield. He is causing a lot of problems in the backcourt. Stubblefield, he's backed all the way up on Lincoln southeast side of the court. Advati will finally bring this one back, as that is a 10-second violation on the Warriors. And what a turn of events here as we are seeing.
And now for the Warriors, they're only down by 2. Tie this one back up, but still room to work with and lots of time left on the clock.
Tay Moore, he'll take this one up the court. He'll work all the way inside. He'll give it off to Demarius Shoemaker. Shoemaker over to Thought. Chewy Thought, spin move. He'll work in, and that's good for another 2. Chewy Thought make that 4 points for himself tonight.
Thought is really making his presence here on the court for the Knights. What a player and what a name.
Tay Advati, he'll take this one in. And that's an easy 2 to put 48 points on the board for Westside. Westside now trailing by 4. As 4:40 remains here in the game. PJ Bradford slowing the game down. 22 seconds on the shot clock. And that's blocked by Kevin Brown. It's kept in bounds. Demarius Shoemaker and Kevin Brown. Doc down on the corner. And that'll not go in. It's a foul. Bangkok Doc will shoot 2.
There'll be a push there on Doc. Send him to the line now. As we get into these final minutes here, you do not want to go kind of be sloppy and allow fouls, but
that foul was on Kevin Stubblefield down on the block. And the first attempt is good.
Substituting for Westside, number 12, Max Anderson.
Doc to shoot one more. Lincoln Southeast leads 53-48. Doc will put that ball in, and that puts Southeast up 54. CJ Mitchell will take this one once again. Maddox Anderson is in. He'll give it to Advati. To Mitchell. Anderson again. Advati down low on the block. Advati puts that one in for 2, and that puts 50 on the board for the Warriors as they now trail down by 4. Tay Moore playing slow offense, letting any bit of clock run out. And that won't go in, and it'll stay here. And I don't know about that one, Ryan, as I thought Demarius Shoemaker might have got a hand on it at the last second. But nonetheless, it'll be Southeast ball down on the line. You can see the frustration on Advati's face as he was the closest one to that. Voss, quick ball, and that's an and 1 for Wade Voss. Wade Voss will shoot one. The ball is live once it leaves his fingers. C.J. Mitchell, he'll get off to Maddox Anderson. And a bad pass from Maddox Anderson to Tate Advati will give Southeast the ball. Chewy Thought will pass it in to Tay Moore. Southeast leads this one 57-50 here with 3:33 remaining. Chewy Thought. He'll have the ball. He'll dribble inside. He'll get off to P.J. Bradford. Bradford for three, and that's no good. Brown with the rebound. Westside gonna have to be working fast here as they're down by 7 we're closing on a 3-minute mark. Stubblefield, he'll dribble it. He'll keep it for himself. Now he'll give it to Anderson. Brown, he'll drive it inside. He'll give it to Stubblefield. 10 seconds remaining. And it'll be stolen by the Knights as a foul is called on C.J. Mitchell. And this is the time where Westside is going to have to start fouling to get the ball back in hopes that they score more points. Bonus is not in yet for the Warriors, and that is what you're going to have to be really eyeing out for. P.J. Bradford will come on slowly. Maddox Anderson playing tight defense. The Warriors have moved to the man-to-man defense. Tay Moore dances around with Mitchell. That might have been a travel, but they don't call it. And Wade Voss puts it in for two. 59-50 now here for Lincoln Southeast. And that's a foul on Wade Voss. That'll be on the ground. Sloppy offense here tonight so far from the Warriors, as you see the ball just got loose from C.J. Mitchell, and he got a gift handed to him on the foul. Mitchell, he'll go to the line.
You know, this is the time for this Warrior team to get some points on the board, you know, get the game back into their hands so they can try to get another victory, their first one of the season.
Mitchell from the line, that's no good. It'll be rebounded by the Knights. Tay Moore takes this one up. Bangkok Doc, he'll go on the right block, and he puts that one into for two, and that puts 61 points on the board for the Knights. Lincoln Southeast leading by 11 here late in the fourth quarter. And that is a foul on Lincoln Southeast, and that's 1-1, as the bonus is in favor now for the Warriors.
At the line for Westside, Tate
Tate
Advati.
Advati will shoot 1-1. He makes this one, he'll get another. And he puts that one in. 51 now, as Westside trails by 10. Advati for another attempt. And that one is good. 52 points now for Westside as they trail by 9. P.J. Bradford on the corner of the front court. That might have been a backcourt violation, but they don't call it. Just out of bounds on P.J. Bradford, and it'll be Westside ball. 1 minute and 40 remaining here, as Westside is going to have to spark something as they are down by 9. Mitchell working fast. Advati inside. He'll take the floater, and it's good. Tate Advati from inside the paint, and a timeout is called for Lincoln Southeast. We're going to take a quick timeout here on the WTV Live Network. When we come back, more Westside basketball action. Welcome back here on the WTV Live Network. I'm Max Coughlin. Alongside me tonight is Ryan Kelly. 1:29 remaining here in the last quarter of play. Westside down 61-54 against the Lincoln Southeast Knights. Jake Kickelman will take this one up. Westside playing tight, full court press. Maddox Anderson on Taymor. Taymor will get this one past midcourt. Bangkok Doc thinks about the three, doesn't take it. Anderson on Moore. Anderson playing very tight defense on Taymor, and now he gets away from him. Hinkleman, and that's a block on Maddox Anderson. You gotta think that one might have been ball, but nonetheless, Jake Hinkleman, he'll go to the line for two. And that one is good for Hinkleman. Hinkleman's second attempt is good to put 63 on the board. 63-54 with now less than a minute remaining. Advati for three, and it's no good. It's rebounded by Hinkleman. 46 seconds and counting. Demarius Shoemaker, he'll put that one in for two. And it's 65-54. 38 seconds now remaining here in the game. Stubblefield. And now he'll go to the line for two. 34 seconds remaining here. Westside down 65-54. Lincoln Southeast is not a team who really has came into this preseason a top 10 team at all, but after tonight, Ryan, you really have to think of who is this team and what do they have really to offer for this season?
What's their potential throughout this season? Can they hold what they have right now?
Taymor, by far one of the best players on the court here tonight. He has led this offense to a lot of points. You talk about down low on the block, Bangkok Doc, who has been a threat all tonight. Kevin Stubblefield, he'll shoot two. First attempt is good, and that'll put 55 on the board to bring the deficit to 10. And the second attempt is good. It's 56-65. Chewy Thought. He'll pass that one over to Mikey Hagoy. And it's a foul. 31.1 seconds remaining. Donnie Barfield with 4 fouls on the night. Chewy Thought will shoot. And the attempt is no good. Stubblefield will rebound. He'll take it up court. CJ Mitchell, he'll go inside. And a blocking foul is called. And Mitchell will go to the line. 23 seconds now remaining here in the game. Mitchell's first attempt swirls in, and it's good. Donnie Barfield will check in for Maddox Anderson. Mitchell misses his first attempt. It's rebounded by Tay Moore, and he's fouled. And Moore will head down to the free throw line to shoot.
At the line for Southeast, Tim Moore. Substitute for Westside.
21.7 seconds remaining here in the fourth quarter. And Tay Moore, who has been the MVP of the night here for the Southeast Knights, will shoot 1 and 1. His first attempt is good, and now he'll shoot another. Moore, his second attempt is good. 67-57 now here with 21 seconds remaining. Advati over to Stubblefield. Stubblefield, he'll take it inside on Doc. He'll put that one in for two to put 59 on the board for the Warriors. Doc, he'll take that one up. He's fouled by Kevin Brown. .9 seconds remaining here in the game, and this one might conclude it here with made free throws from Bangkok Doc. What a performance here tonight from Doc on the free throw line as he misses his first attempt. Doc, who has been a beast on the block all tonight, will be a real threat all season long here for this Lincoln Southeast team as he misses his second attempt, and Stubblefield will get the rebound. Kevin Stubblefield, he'll pull up from three, and it's no good. And the clock expires, and that's the game. Lincoln Southeast takes the game over Omaha Westside 67-59. And Lincoln Southeast will improve their record to 1-0, and Westside will start off 0-1. What a game tonight for the Lincoln Southeast Knights as they came into this game underdogs, as Westside was ranked at number 2 in the preseason rankings, and they came in and flat out outcompeted against Omaha Westside. Tay Moore, Bangkok Doc, PJ Bradford, all players tonight who were notable as, I would say, the MVPs for this Lincoln Southeast team.
Yeah, definitely. Let's take a quick look here. Westside led in the first period 13-12, and then they also led in the second period 28-24. And then in a close game throughout the entire game, 48-44, and then now our final score 59-67 in favor of the Knights. Kind of went back and forth a lot throughout the game, and the Knights came out on top.
Now Westside will play the winner of Millard West and Grand Island on Saturday. And what I would call is like a mini 4-team tournament. Every team in Class A is paired up with 4 teams, and whoever wins and whoever loses on Thursday will then now play the loser and winner on Saturday. Well, nonetheless, thank you for joining us here tonight. I'm Max Coughlin. Alongside of me tonight was Ryan Kelly and the entire WTV Live crew from the girls' game. Ryan, what a call for you guys, and what a game. Lincoln Southeast takes both games, girls and boys. The girls will improve their record to 1-0 as Westside falls 0-1. But nonetheless, thank you for joining us here tonight from Westside High School. I'm Max Coughlin, Ryan Kelly, and the entire WTV Live crew. Thank you for watching tonight, and have a great night.